Vic Fangio and the Dolphins part ways after 1 year. Suit Hustle 2.0 is in full steam ahead. I predict things and, I'm ahead of the curve on that one too. Dysfunction. Obviously something was going on. I thought maybe he'd come back. But I said it was really weird that Chris Grier wasn't talking to Fangio as the season went on. And I said maybe it's because he didn't put Cam Smith in. And because the Griers, father and son, New England and the Dolphins, are very serious about putting their picks in because they always get them right. They are all knowing. Chris Grier used McDaniel. Isn't it odd that Flores in year 2 had Gailey and somehow that didn't work out too? Flores said Gailey was going to be back. All his coaches were going to be back, and 2 days later, somebody had a fake Sheffer account saying that he was fired for incompetence or whatever they said, and then Gailey quit. And year 2 of McDaniel, the same thing. Chris Grier is the continual theme that is carried on. Ross and Grier, and the dysfunction is back. Now, we don't need Fangio. He revolutionized the NFL. He took the Dolphins defense and went from 19th in yards per game in 22 to 11th in 23. No good. Third down conversions went from 28th in 22 to 9th. No good. Rush yards per game dropped a little bit. It was 4th in 2022, and now it went to 7th in 23. So maybe that's why they fired him. Dropped 3 places. Sacks went from 8th to 2nd and broke the record of the franchise. We don't need this guy. We got Grier. He knows. He is a top 5, maybe top 1 GM in the league, guys. We're good. Let's see. Pens went from 29th last year to 22nd this year. Got a little bit better in the discipline. Points per game was 24th last year. Dropped to 22nd. You could say, hey, we could do better than that. But really, how does anybody think that we're getting better? How does anybody think that this is coherency and not dysfunction? Every year, there is some craziness going on. And Grier's been here since 2016. He's been here longer than that with Ross. Ross had his issues with Sperano and Hickey coming in and cocaine offensive lineman and Bullygate and then the whole Gase saga and then the Flores saga and losing picks. And now we got this one. But don't worry, Chris Grier is going to take care of it all. We are so lucky to have him. He's obviously a guy who gets along with everybody except for Brian Flores. Brian Flores had dead bodies in the basement. But maybe I guess some of them were left over for Fangio, and he had an appetite for that because he had to go. Because Chris Grier is just a nice guy. He gets along with everybody. He has the ability to communicate, and it's just always kumbaya with Chris Grier, right? McDaniel, I want to thank Vic for his contributions in 2023. When we assessed the season, it became apparent that this was the best path forward for all parties involved. Now we can turn our focus to 24 and beyond urgency as we identify the best candidate. We remain steadfast, committed to the development of all players and building a winning team with sustainable success. What a load of crap. How can anybody not see that this is the same as the same as the same? How can anybody not go, you know what? Maybe let me rethink the Flores regime a little. Good luck in 24, Dolphins fans. I'm kind of like disassociative at this point. Inadad 430, I think it was, pointed out, he says, this is looking like a real beep show. And boy, was he a prophet. I was like, I don't know. There's some weird stuff, but are they really going to get rid of this guy? I mean, he was the best side of the ball. He improved us. He is a legend. But I forgot. We have the legend in his own mind, Chris Grier. So I'm sorry. I got to be passionate. I like Fangio. Fangio was really good for us. We're going to lose talent. And I'm thinking Suit Hustle 2.0 will be go full steam. I don't know who's going to get the axe next year when we struggle. But I'm supposing we will struggle. I just don't know how anyone can justify this and think it was normal that you've got, okay, even if you want to get rid of the guy, you're heading into the playoffs and you're not going to consult him about players you're bringing in. Clearly, Chris Greer is a jackass. He's a socially inept person. He's quiet, a quiet assassin, got a major ego, although people, that he pays probably to say otherwise and presents the quiet voice. But he's going to cut everybody's throat to remain where he is, and the guy is an egomaniac. Same thing happened in New England with his father, with Tuna. Tuna wanted out of there. Or was it Belichick wanted out there? Didn't want to deal with that. It was one of those guys. And then Carroll he had a huge issue with, and he was shooting stuff in the media behind his back, and they got rid of him. Oh, then Belichick came in and got rid of him. Let's hope we get that soon. Chris Greer is a poison, and I don't know what else to say. What a disaster. What a joke. What a joke, guys. It's so sad. You don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. We're good fans. We need a good GM, a good team. I don't think I think McDaniel's just getting bullied around. What a waste. What a sad joke we are. I'll get back to some more even-keeled evaluations after I bang my head against the wall. Go Fins. Start building your own online sportsbook today by getting signed up with iceberg.com service that'll allow you to book action on sports from all around the world.